Keyboard and mouse. It's better than controller. Hey guys, we're 300 subs. Last time I checked, we were 5 subs away from 300. Guys, let's hit this 300 goal on this video. Smack it. Do it right now. 300 subs. I just need 5 people to go ahead and hit that sub button if you like the content, if you like what I'm providing. Feedback is loved, you guys. If you can comment below, tell me all your feedback about the videos, how to make the videos better, that'd be great. And guys, let's get right into this video. We're gonna be talking about my progression from switching from controller to keyboard and mouse, and I'm just gonna tell everything about it. Let's get it. Guys, so today I'm gonna be talking about my progression from controller to keyboard and mouse, and what obstacles was in my way and how everything went. So when it came to switching from controller to keyboard and mouse, it went from switching the console to PC. And I made a video on if you should switch to PC. It's gonna be right here. So if you want to check that out, please do so. And I think you guys should really check it out. It's a really good video. Switching from console to PC at first was very hard because I, lost all my games. I had to get them all back. But shortly after, once I started building my library, it surpassed my console library, and it was really, really cool to play different games that was on PC that never came out on console, because pretty much all the games we have on console is already on PC, except for exclusives like, Spider-Man and such. But PC has a lot more games, has a lot more developers, and it's just a really cool thing. So switching from controller to keyboard and mouse, my biggest obstacle obviously would be muscle memory. So a lot of people think that it'll be hard switching to keyboard and mouse, not because of the mouse, but because of the keyboard. So when you're using the keyboard, you have to have muscle memory to remember where to press the button. So everyone knows that WASD, up, down, side, back. And yeah, that's really much the only thing. So when I started playing keyboard and mouse, I would have my keyboard straight, and it would just be really hard for me to press the buttons. It would be really hard for me to press control, to crouch and lay down. It was really hard for me to do a lot of things because Fortnite was the first game I started playing keyboard and mouse on, and I encourage a lot of people, if you're switching to keyboard and mouse, to play a game like Fortnite, because it'll have your muscle memory down packed for things such as building and editing. It'll just it'll force you to learn the keyboard or keys, and it's just a really, really good thing. That is a really good game. Lately it has been a little off, but it's just a good thing to hop into creative mode and just learn how to build, and it'll just help you with any other game. So when it came to learning the keys, I would do this thing online for something I can do to make it easier for me to have my muscle memory down for the keys. And what I did was I slanted my keyboard slightly, and this slant slightly made me be able to turn my wrist, and I will be able to press all the buttons easier with my pinky. And I learned this strategy from playing Valorant, because CSGO Valorant, you want to be able to shift, walk, and control crouch when you're shooting. And this switch to make it slant made it so easier for me to do all these things, hit all the keys correctly, and it just elevated my game. It made me be able to press C easier for crouching, made me press X easier for like power-ups in games. Q was always easy for me to hit. So if you're having trouble, I would encourage you to slightly tilt your keyboard, because it'll make everything a lot easier, and to turn your wrist. And at first it'll hurt a little bit, but you usually get used to it, and I promise you it'll feel a lot better than controller, because playing on the controller pretty much hurts my hand when I'm playing claw. Okay, so the second thing that comes with learning keyboard and mouse is the mouse. So when it comes to the mouse, you have two types of grips. You have, I believe it's called palm and claw. I play claw grip, and claw is just like like a claw, like your hand's like a claw. I just think it's easier for me to aim like that. And then we have high sense players that play with wrist, and then we have low sense players that play with arm. I started off as a high sense because I had very little desk space to play shooters, so I played with wrist and high sense. But then I gravitated to lower sense and arm, because my aim and my movements were very more precise. And playing arm, guys, I'm telling you, it's the way to go. Wrist is cool and all, but wrist is for minute movements. And I'll just rather use my arm, because my arm I can just turn around on someone. I'm telling you guys, wrist will mess you up in the long term. You don't want to start with wrist. You'll start with wrist, but you don't want to stay with wrist. I think arm is the best. I encourage you guys to all try arm aiming, and I love it. It's the best thing for me. If you come from controller, it might be the best thing for you. And I think you guys should really check out the arm moving. Next thing that I struggle with would probably be in-game sense. Playing on the keyboard and mouse, I feel like my in-game sense had decreased. It was harder for me to be able to do something like hill up while moving and things, because the keyboard and mouse was hard at first. And then like literally a month after, my in-game sense playing on a keyboard and mouse was 10 times better than playing on a controller, because I was able to do things I never was able to do. Games such as Apex Legends, I was able to slide down and heal at the same time. I was able to bunny hop, and my in-game sense and my movement and everything just became better. And that's why I think keyboard and mouse is a great thing. And then the last thing I want to talk about with my keyboard and mouse progression is something I love, which is, I've been saying all this video, is movement. Your movement on a keyboard and mouse, guys, it's like, you can't compare it to a controller. Maybe with a claw player you can, but at the end of the day, you don't have to change your fingers. You don't have to change your play style on a keyboard and mouse. It's really just straight to it. And movement on the keyboard and mouse is really, really, really good. It's insane. You can just, your sensitivity, you can just change every minute detail to make you way better at the game. And controller, you're really stuck with your thumb. And I'm not saying controller's bad anyway, because I've been playing controller on Call of Duty for the last month and I've been enjoying it. I got the PS5 controller, as you've seen, I made a video on it. But keyboard and mouse is just something I love. It's my passion. It's always my go-to. If I'm not doing good on claw, I'll straight pull out the keyboard and mouse, and then I'll straight start messing up some kids, you know. So that's why I think the keyboard and mouse switch, I think a lot of people should do it. My progression with it was really, really great, and I think you guys should check it out. If you like this video, I would love if you guys can subscribe and like the video, comment, turn on those post bell notifications. And guys, I'm telling you, I'm coming big this year. 2021 is my year, and let's get it. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.